The New Mexico Jazz Festival showcases local and world-renowned artists at multiple venues in Albuquerque and Santa Fe. The festival is starting this Friday, and more than a dozen artists are expected to perform. Tom Guralnick is director of the Outpost Performance Space and New Mexico Jazz Festival, and is back this year with us with all the details. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you.
Oh, we love to talk about music around here, so I want to hear more first and foremost about the New Mexico Jazz Festival.
Okay, well, the New Mexico Jazz Festival is now in its 8th year, and it goes for about a little more than 2 weeks, from July 12th to the 28th, starts this Friday on the 12th. And we actually have about 100 musicians, or 120 musicians as part of the festival.
Whoa.
So, because we include local people, and we're in multiple venues. We're in Albuquerque and in Santa Fe.
Which is great. It makes it more convenient for people.
Yep, and serves different communities.
Absolutely.
You know, we have free shows and so forth.
So who's the performers? Because I mean, you said 120. You obviously can't list them all, but who are some of the people we can expect?
Well, you know, some of the name acts, and I saw the video at the beginning. There is Eddie Palmieri, and yeah, there it is. And,
there it is.
And he's a National Endowment for the Arts jazz master. We always present somebody of that caliber. And then Trio de Paz, the great Stanley Clark, the Yellow Jackets, Lionel Loecki, Terrence Blanchard, who's written, you know, tons of film scores and so forth, and many, many local artists, including Arlen Asher, and then we also have the Summerfest, Route 66 Summerfest, and in that there are 20 different groups are performing.
So much. In fact, Summerfest is including the Jazz Festival. We'll talk about that in a moment, but first I want to find out about the concert venues.
Okay. We present at our own Outpost Performance Space, which gives the kind of club atmosphere. We seat 160 people, intimate space, great place to hear music. We present bigger concerts at the Lenzik, who is one of our partners. The New Mexico Jazz Festival is a partnership with the Lenzik, Outpost Performance Space, and Santa Fe Jazz Foundation, 3 nonprofit organizations. And this year as well, for the first time, we're presenting at the Highland Theater.
Oh, nice.
Which is, the Summerfest is a 3-day event this week. We'll talk about it more, but we start with a concert at the Highland Theater on Friday night, Friday, July 19th, with the Yellow Jackets.
Well, let's talk about the details then, because as you said, Summerfest is including the Jazz Festival. So what are the details that we can look forward to?
Summerfest starts on Friday night at the Highland Theater with the Yellow Jackets, which is a world-famous fusion group since the 1970s. And then we go on all day, as in previous years, all day on Route 66 from Washington to Girard. There are 3 stages. There's a kids stage, there's a car show.
Oh, nice.
There's all kinds of food vendors, a cork and tap section, a food truck rumble.
Wow.
We have this year for the first time.
Something for everyone, literally.
Yes. And almost everyone comes. There were 45,000 people there last year.
Whoa.
And we expect at least that many this year.
Oh, that's
so
fabulous.
it goes from 2 to 10 on Saturday.
Okay.
And then on Sunday, we're presenting some jazz brunches in some of the restaurants in Nob Hill.
How nice.
Yeah.
Well, and you said a word earlier that just kind of rang a bell in my head. It was free. So some of these concerts are free. So which ones are those?
Well, we start on Saturday. There's a free concert at Old Town in the gazebo with wonderful performer Catherine Russell, who does old-time jazz, and she's from New York, and then we have free concert at the Santa Fe Plaza. We also are part of the of their thing that happens all summer long, and they give the New Mexico Jazz Festival a day, just like the Old Town Plaza does, and then of course the Summerfest event. We also have a photo exhibit at the Outpost and a film screening of a film called Bop City. Photo exhibit of jazz photos by Mark Webber, and so those are the free events.
So much going on, and obviously there are also going to be events that require tickets. So how can our viewers buy those?
Everybody can buy tickets online at ticketsantafe.org.
Okay.
Or they can call the Outpost, which is 505-268-0044. or come by our box office, or the Lensic box office in Santa Fe at 505-988-1234. And we have tickets for all the events.
You're like a walking Rolodex. I'm very impressed. And on your screen, all the details. Again, it's taking place July 12th to the 28th. That begins this Friday. Certainly worth checking out. Go feel the music, have some fun, and appreciate all that New Mexico has to offer. Thank you so much, Tom.
Thank you, Nikki.
It's a pleasure to have you. And stick around. It's also a pleasure to have personal chef Jan Laird, who's spicing things up in our Builder Source kitchen. Aww.